Hey everyone, Alex Ionescu here. Welcome to Investor's Guide to the Galaxy. Who is better, new Bing, ChatGPT, or Google? I asked some stock market questions. Why is Palantir stock up 18% today in pre-market? How does S&P 500 react to the CPI report today? Let's see which platform is the best one. Although before we start, if you find this video helpful, it would mean a lot to me if you crash that like button and subscribe to my channel. It's totally free and takes just a split second. If you want to show more appreciation, consider subscribing to my Patreon. Now let's dive right into it. Palantir stock price today in pre-market up 18%. Year to date, Palantir is up 19%, Alphabet is up 6%, Microsoft is up 13%. Past year, Palantir is down 42%, Alphabet stock is down 30%, Microsoft is down only 8%. But before we get into the questions, let's see what Satya Nadella has to say about the new AI-powered Bing search engine.
Bing with AI is going to completely change what people can expect from search. We're grounded in the fact that, Google dominates this space. I feel like a new race is starting with a complete new platform technology. I'm excited for the users to have choice finally and a real competitive race out there.
Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella finally thinks he has what it takes to make Bing happen and grab some search engine market share from Google. His not-so-secret weapon?
This all started with us and OpenAI coming together with really a research agenda on moving the state of the art of AI forward.
Microsoft is taking OpenAI's newest artificial intelligence model and intertwining it with Bing's search data so you can chat with the search engine and get up-to-date information.
So the entire point of ChatGPT early on was to just sort of show the power of the large model and the conversational intelligence. We now have not only the current information that you usually expect from a search engine, but you can then have a full conversation around that current information and all the other information that came before.
On top of the new AI chat features in Bing, Microsoft is adding ChatGPT-like features to its Edge browser.
ChatGPT has released a paid version of their AI chat. You essentially pay, and when ChatGPT is used by too many people and is not available, with this version, you get to use it anyway. Another thing you get with this paid version is speed, faster response speed. You get answers faster than the free version. And the third thing, priority access to new features. So that's $20 a month. Now let's test the new Bing, ChatGPT and Google with some questions and see how well they reply and which one has the best answer. How will the S&P 500 index change in value depending on the inflation data for February 2023, and what are the expected outcomes in a base case, bull case, and a bear case according to JP Morgan. Let's copy this. As a reply, we get a bunch of links that don't really have the answer we are looking for. Now let's try ChatGPT. As an AI model, I don't have access to current or future financial data, and I don't provide financial advice or predictions. It is important to note that the performance of S&P 500 index is influenced by various factors such as economic conditions, corporate earnings, geopolitical events, and market sentiment, among others. Therefore, predicting how it will be affected by any specific event is difficult. Okay, we didn't get the answer we were looking for. And now, the next one, Bing. Let's see what Bing has to say about this. It's searching for S&P 500 index inflation data. It's searching for base case, bull case, bear case. And now we get the answer. So, the S&P 500 index is a measure of performance of the 500 largest companies in the US stock market. Okay. According to JP Morgan's Sales and Trading Desk, the inflation report could have a significant impact on the stock market. So this is a different kind of response. This is what I was looking for. Let's read further. A base case, a bull case, and a bear case are three ways of calculating a stock's intrinsic value, which is the estimate of its true worth based on its fundamentals, growth, prospects, and risk factors. A base case is the most likely scenario, a bull case is the most optimistic scenario, and the bear case is the most pessimistic scenario. Okay, I'm impressed. Let's read further. Based on these definitions, here are some possible outcomes for the S&P 500 index depending on the inflation data for February 2023 according to JP Morgan. Wow! Base case, the CPI prints at 6.2%, which is in line with the consensus estimate and the previous month reading. This indicates that inflation is still high but stable, and the Fed is likely to continue its gradual tapering of asset purchases and raise interest rates later this year. The market reacts positively to the inflation data as it reduces the uncertainty and the risk of a policy mistake. The S&P 500 index gains 1%. The probability of this scenario is 50%. Then bull case, the CPI prints 5.8%. S&P 500 index surges 3%. The probability of this scenario is 25%, and the bear case 6.6%. The S&P 500 index drops 3%, and the probability of this scenario is 25%. Wow, what the hell? Come on. This answer is wow. It's just wow. I'm really impressed. What do you think of the new Bing? This answer is so-so from ChatGPT, but it doesn't have the real answer I was looking for, and Google is total bollocks. Google has no answer for us. And now let's try the second question. Why is Palantir stock price up 17% today in pre-market? Let's copy and see the answer. Again, Google has no answer for us, just some bunch of links. Let's get a new chat window opened. This response is pretty standard, so again, we don't have an answer from ChatGPT. As an AI language model, I do not have access to real-time information or the ability to monitor stock prices. However, sudden changes in stock prices can be influenced by a variety of factors such as company news, economic indicators, or market sentiment. It is best to check reputable financial news sources for up-to-date information on market movements. This is a better response than Google has for us. Let's see the new Bing. Searching for Palantir stock price, 17% pre-market, and Palantir Q4 earnings 2023. Better, right? And now we get our answer. Palantir is a data analytics company that provides software solutions for government and commercial clients. Palantir's stock price is up 17% today in pre-market trading after the company reported its fourth quarter earnings for the fiscal year 2022 and issued a positive guidance for the fiscal year 2023. According to the earnings report, Palantir posted a revenue of $508 million for the fourth quarter, beating the analyst estimate of $502 million and growing 36% year over year. The company also reported its first quarter of positive GAAP income at $31 million, compared to a loss of $148 million in the same period last year. is just wow. So Bing is the only one that really answered our question. And you can see this is the right answer. Palantir reports its first quarter of positive GAAP net income in Q4 2022. So the new Bing has understood our question and has gave us the answer, the right answer. That's wow. My mind is blown away about the answers from new Bing. Do you realize that we are very close to human-like investing with these new AI tools? It's mind-blowing.
The question is, which company will write that draft for us? Will it be Microsoft with tools like this? Or Google, which owns 90% of the search engine market share, and, right before my interview with Mr. Nadella, announced Bard, its similar AI chat feature that will come to its own search engine. How are you thinking about monetizing this?
The last time I checked, search was the most profitable category there is on planet Earth. So therefore, all I need is a few more users, and someone else that I'm competing in has to keep all of their users and all of their gross margin. I'm looking forward to that.
So no plans to charge for new Bing. It's really advertising model all the way through.
We'll start there, and if there are other models, there may be other models. But there is enough surplus. Let me put it this way. There is so much surplus that goes to one place, which I think would be nice if it was evenly distributed.
What about Microsoft Office?
Just stay tuned. I fully expect us to introduce these capabilities, quite frankly, across the length and breadth of Microsoft.
What about this guy?
Oh, it's sort of like it was early, and so we get to redefine it for the AI age, and it's going to be very useful.
So is he coming back?
It'll come back in a variety of different ways. I think I'm most excited about Bing as the real incarnation of Clippy.
Okay, but no actual pop-up.
I think we have much better design mechanisms to do what Clippy aspired to do back in the day.
I'd like to know your opinion on all of this. Please leave a comment below. If you like this video, please smash that like button so that other people like you see this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos. See you next time.